What is up, SCENTSY fans? It's Patricia and welcome to my SCENTSY Empties video for the month of February. A few months ago I was splitting these in half and then I got really busy this month moving and such, so I decided to just combine them. So I'm not sure how long this video is. Grab a snack in case it's a little bit long and I ramble and talk a lot. Now the reason we like to discuss empties videos is because it's kind of like an adult version of show and tell. You're proud of what you've warmed and you want to talk about it. But also, if I have customers that are watching, I want them to hear how the products perform for me. That way you can make an informed decision if you see these products come up for purchase later on and decide if you want to get them. So let's talk about items that are currently available as I film the video. And sometimes that's tough because I'm filming this on the 28th of February, and depending on when you watch it, we are actually transitioning from fall and winter into spring and summer, but give or take. So the first one is from the Valentine's Day collection. It ended up being my favorite on warm, and that is I Pick You. This one has notes of red currant, honeysuckle nectar, and white amber, and it's just a really pretty, kind of sophisticated perfume bedroom scent. Really, really nice. Reminds me if you mixed Keep It Sassy from the Glamorous You collection with Love Story. So I really like this, and it performs very, very well. All right. Scent of the month for February is Shamrock Splash. This is kind of a strange color wax because it's green and it's very fruity. So it has juicy tangerine, red strawberry, and jasmine blossom. And I do get the jasmine blossom, and I think that takes it a little bit away from the fruit, just a touch. I actually like it when that goes away and you have more fruit. So I think I have maybe one more left and I will enjoy that. No need to repurchase for me. From the bakery section, I have a new release, Make Me Snickerdoodle. Now this one here, I was actually given, I think, 2 or 3 extra by mistake from SCENTSY, and I did contact her and she said, the customer service rep said, just go ahead and keep them. So I said, I'll hold on to them in case you do need me to send them back, but eventually I never heard back, so I just decided to warm them. So this one has cookie dough, brown sugar, vanilla bean, and sugared cinnamon. I definitely get like a rich, almost like an undertone of maybe the cookie was a little bit in the oven too long, like a burnt cookie. And I think what it is the brown sugar. SCENTSY's brown sugar I don't love. This performed really well here in the new place. I came in through the door and I could smell it in the apartment, no problem, at the front. So that is Make Me Snickerdoodle. It performed well in my open layout. And in the boys' room, I worked on Gridiron Rush. This is currently available, but I believe will soon go unavailable, so I'm not sure when that time frame is. The notes on this are citrus, crisp apple, fresh cut grass, and sandalwood. So a good bedroom scent or a bathroom scent. It's a little bit fresh, a little bit everything. One of those a little bit of everything kind of bars. It was a white wax. It was getting a little bit sweaty, and it's a flat bottom, so I decided to use it up. I think that's the first flat bottom. All right, some testers I worked on were Cocoa Lime. And this is lime, coconut milk, and I think it's got a little bit of vanilla, and it's a very vibrant lime. This will be coming back March 1st, so I worked on a couple testers of that. And coming up as well, March 1st, is Rainbow Sherbet. So I'm just going to talk about these now because they're almost kind of available. Orange zest, sugared strawberry, and key lime. A very sweet scent, almost a bit too sweet for me, but a very strong performer. I think I warmed that in Erica's room. And some overnight warmers just to use it up. I finished up a couple farm stand pumpkin testers. I put these in. I find I can't smell this the greatest, so I just kind of put it in as an overnight warmer to use it up. The notes on farm stand pumpkin, I think, are caramel, pumpkin, apple, and cinnamon stick. So perfect peppermint. I mixed this with something, but I can't remember what now. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But this is basically the smell of pure peppermint. I think there's a little bit of vanilla in there, and it's about a medium intensity. And I worked on Christmas Cottage, a tester, and I think I mixed this with something too, but obviously I can't remember, and that's the problem when it goes too long. Valencia orange, raspberries, cloves, and spices, and I actually also finished up some pods. We have a storage room as you first walk into the apartment, and it's a small area, so I finished the pods up in there until they had no scent. All right, now let's talk about some things that are retired. All right, rainbows and butterflies. I think I have about 5 more of these, or at least 4. The notes on this strawberries, pineapple juice, and vanilla citrus. So it's a very artificial, fruity vanilla candy scent. I like it though. It was one of those ones at first, when the first came out as a scent of the month, I was like, and then it was kind of one of those guilty pleasures. I was liking it more and more. So I think I even have a room spray in that. So just because sometimes if I like something enough, I'll buy it in a room spray. All right, I have Fiji Flower. This is from the summer collection of 2021. Pink Plumeria, Pear Blossom, and Apple. I think this was my favorite collection Scentsy ever did. I don't know. It's hard to say. And I'm not really even a spring and summer person, but I really like this. Now I'm going to say I love this in laundry, and actually let me show you. I started a laundry, so I have a couple dryer discs on the go. This in wax, in my old place, when I first got it, it wasn't a strong performer. In the kids' bathroom, it was a strong performer. And I wasn't sure how this old one was going to do, but I put it in 6 cubes in my open layout. I forget where the other 2 cubes I used were, probably at the old place. 6 cubes here, and it was so strong and perfumey. I was like, oh, very intense. So I definitely prefer Fiji Flower in the laundry, and I always thank the Scentsy gods that they brought that out. All right, I have a Peppermint Dreams from the O Canada collection. This is basically like a peppermint, almost like a pure peppermint, greenery peppermint with a chocolate cupcake. And it smells kind of like an Andes mint or a, junior mint, one of those kind of mints. And then as it wears on, you get almost like a chocolate vanilla concoction that's really beautiful. So I definitely like it better on day 2. It's about a medium plus intensity. I have Hazelnut Frosting. This was the first scent I warmed in my big area here, or my open area. It's not that big. But this was the first area scent I warmed in that area. So it's hazelnut creme, golden vanilla, and hint of ginger, and it did very, very well. Yeah, it was really, really nice. I enjoyed that. I don't have it in my club anymore, but I do have one of my good friends that if I really needed it, I'm sure she would help me out. She has it in her club. What I warmed in this area here in our bedroom is Graduation. So the notes on this are crisp apple, suede leather, and vintage musk. And this was really, really nice too. It's kind of funny, the colors I picked were like a beige, and the apartment has a lot of cream and beige in it, the flooring. So it just kind of went with the vibe. I really like this one. It also makes me think of a place called White Point Beach Lodge here in Nova Scotia, because I warmed this on a trip that we went one time. So I really like that. It's got some fond memories. This one is one of my Scentsy Heartbreaks, and it is Candy Cane Wishes. So I still have 1 brick, and I'm going to warm it and enjoy it, but be sad as I do it, because I love this so much. It's probably one of my favorite minty scents, a fresh minty scent. So it's sparkling sugar crystals, peppermint, and icy musk, and it's just a beautifully done peppermint. There's just a pretty sophistication on the back. It's just beautiful. Love that. And nice and strong and long lasting. It's strong at the beginning and then fades to like a mid tier, and just keeps going at that mid level. All right, I have Cotton Candy Cookie. This is in my club. This scent didn't perform the greatest here, and I'm just hoping it was just a one-time off kind of thing. Cotton Candy Cookies, sugared raspberries, or Cotton Candy Cookie, sugared raspberry. Yeah, I love this one so much. I'm not going to give it up yet. I'm hoping it was just a, something that didn't work out the greatest. I have Vanilla Mint. This is really, really nice. This is a flat bottom. I think I went through 20 flat bottom bars. I'm trying to do at least 20 each month. So, and I did meet my goal, barely. This one has wintergreen, it has vanilla and frozen citrus, and it performed very well here. I really liked it, and I actually have some pods that I put in my wall fan diffuser. I usually use my wall fan diffusers when I'm not home, because I find I just feel a little bit more comfortable when they're on during the day, and when you come home there's a bit of scent to enjoy. So that, I think I have maybe 5 more of these, because I did have it in my club at one point. Now I'm out of the flat bottoms, and I'm just working on regular ones, just kind of using them up. I have from the Jelly Belly collection, Tutti Frutti. Now this is an example of a scent that we used to have a license for, and now we do not. So we cannot get any of the Jelly Belly wax collection bars. This was from 2019. The notes on this, they don't match what I smell. So let me read you the notes. It says, fruity, juicy citrus, subtle florals, wintergreen, and clove. What I get is that old-fashioned bubble gum from the, baseball cards, hockey cards, that kind of thing. That's what I get from this. Tutti Frutti reminds me of bubble gum. From the Villains collection, I have Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. This one was a sweaty one. It's gardenia, musk, blood orange, and satsuma plum. Really, really nice scent, but not overly long lasting for me. I usually only get a day of this out of this, so, and like I said, a little bit juicy on that one. But I do enjoy the scent quite a bit. And I finished up a brick. This is one of my favorite scents. It's cinnamon chai latte. This one has like the frothy milk. It has cinnamon, it has nutmeg, cardamom. It's really, really nice. I finished up, I think I had 2 cubes left, and this will actually be in my brick progress video. I'll put it aside to make sure I talk about it. But this one I warmed in a mini warmer. As you walk in, there's a hallway there, and it's just really nice. It smelled, I said, I feel like I'm walking in and I'm smelling like a vanilla waffle cone. It has a little bit of that vibe as it warms after the initial part. So I really, really like that. All right, let's talk about some Bring Back My Bars. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's talk about some testers. These ones are no longer available. I have red pear and pomegranate. I mixed this with, what did I mix this with? A little bit of spiced grapefruit, just because I didn't have quite enough spiced grapefruit. You'll see that coming up. This is pomegranate, rhubarb, and red pear. I do have a brick of this. I enjoy this. Yeah, it's a nice, strong, fruity. I call it a flat fruity, which tends to perform very well for me. I have rainbow red. I'm not really sad to see this one not come back. It's watermelon, cherry, and strawberry. Yeah, I know Lisa Roberry loves this one. It just wasn't really for me. Those combination of notes didn't really mesh in my nose the greatest. About a medium intensity, and I'm warming this right now. In Erica's room, she has ambrosia going in her main warmer and this going in a mini. I figured they would go together well. In some of my overnight warmers, I have Mad for Melon. This is a retired scent that did not return. It is honeydew melon, freesia, and wild poppy. I kind of wish they didn't put the florals in with that, with just a straightforward fruit. I think I would prefer that. All right, before we talk about the Bring Back My bars, why don't we just quickly go over the other non-wax items. I used up a bulb, 25 watt. I used up a laundry liquid in SCENTSY Clean and a big tub in SCENTSY Clean. So this was purchased right before it retired. I think I have one more set left of this. And if you really like this scent, I think it's still offered as a SCENTSY Club exclusive. If you're not sure how to deal with the SCENTSY Club exclusives, you sign into your account on the website. Then you can put those items in. If you're a SCENTSY Club member, you can put them into a regular website order. You cannot put them in a SCENTSY Club order. So just something to remember. If you're putting an order in and you've been meaning to get some of those items, then try to remember, make a note to yourself, put those items in. And I often suggest when you're making website orders to have a little, on your phone, like there's a note section on a lot of iPhones, or I'm sure with Android as well, and you can make a little shopping list, so go back, double check, and make sure you don't forget anything. Because I often have customers message me asking me if they can cancel the order because they forgot something, and it's somewhat easy to cancel, but it takes a long time to get your money back. I wouldn't say a long time, maybe 3 to 5 days, but if there's a glitch, it can take longer. So it's just easier to have a list and go from that. All right, I have pods in maple apple bourbon. If you watch my live video from the weekend, I told you that these linger and last forever. And sometimes for me, unfortunately, maple comes across like a urine smell. And I'm sorry to say that. And sometimes with a particular bar, I'll smell it and sometimes I won't. So I think it's a Patricia thing. But yeah, I'm not going to be purchasing this anytime soon, but very strong performer, works excellent. If you don't have the problem I have, I'm sure you'll be fine. And I'm working on Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin right now in my storage room. This is a beautiful, kind of gentle, not overly perfumey, more of a body lotion type of pumpkin scent with a lot of nice basic vanilla. Not a bakery vanilla, like a neutral vanilla. So I really like this in that area. It's nice. And it seems to be lasting a long time. SCENTSY Clean dryer disc. I finished up 2 car bars. This was from a while ago, I think, earlier in the month. It was apple butter frosting. I've talked a lot about this. It's no longer available, but it's one of my favorites. And I think I don't have any left. And I was using them up because even though you can still kind of smell it a little bit, it wasn't permeating the car as well as it normally was. And so I was just worried that they were losing scent. And I think they are. They are probably like 4 to 5 years old, so. This one was a champ. This one did really well. I took it out just yesterday. It is squeezed today. I'm definitely buying more of this. I think I probably had it going for about between 2 and 3 weeks. And for me, that's fine. And sometimes I hope I don't ruffle any feathers saying this, but we have people in the wax community, they might use like a couple bars in their big area or a bar in their bedroom, and I'm not judging. You do you. But then other times I'll hear people complain, not necessarily the same people, but just in general, people complain like the scent circles don't last long or their car bars don't last long. Well, this costs the same as this. And if you plow through a couple bars, I think I just spit. Sorry, if you plow through a couple bars in your open area every day, but you're worried that this doesn't last a month, I don't know. To me, like, if this lasts a couple weeks, I'm fine with it. I like to move on, and that's just my philosophy. Like I said, I hope I didn't offend anyone. Like I said, I don't care how much wax you use or don't use, but I think it's funny because these cost the same as a wax bar, and we are very generous with our wax warming, but we kind of get a little stingy with the car bars and scent circles. So anyway. All right, so let's bring back my bars. I have a little pile here. Cutie Pie Cupcake. This one has clementine yellow cake batter, vanilla, and sugary icing. I love this one. I have a stockpile. I don't have it in my club. But yeah, really, really good spring and summery bakery. Nice and fresh. I think it's one of their best spring and summer bakeries they've ever done. I have a pistachio ice cream. This always makes me think of my friend Patricia. She loves this one. Pistachio cream, coconut, vanilla, and meringue. Now this one doesn't have that cherry lean that a lot of vendor wax pistachios have. So if you're averse to cherry, then this would be a great one to pick up. Now it's not very strong, and probably because of that reason, but it does okay. Sometimes it does really well, and other times it struggles. So I think it's just maybe a temperature kind of humidity thing. I don't know. I have Happy Birthday, and this is one of my favorite bakery bars from SCENTSY. It's sparkling sugar, fluffy whipped cream, warm vanilla extract. It almost reminds me a little bit of a red velvet cake because there's a little tinge of chocolate, but no cream cheese frosting or anything, just like a fluffy vanilla frosting. So that's really nice. I have, for my daughter, wild black cherry. I think I have one left of these, and it's the newer packaging, but these are flat. And it says, like an old-fashioned black cherry soda, and it's a very strong cherry scent. But I had, oh, so strong. It's still so strong in here. It's a boomer. It's a boomer even after the fact. So that one is very strong. If you're looking for one of their strongest scents ever, maybe consider picking that up if you see it. I have Beach Daisy. This is a lighter scent, but very, very lovely. Let me look up the notes. It is honeydew melon, wild daisies, and green apple. Yeah, a very sweet scent, a little tiny bit like fragrance mist kind of feel. Nice and fruity. I love that one. But I do wish it was stronger and more consistent. I have two spiced grapefruit. I just wanted to use these up. These were from 2019. This is mandarin, bergamot, spicy coriander, nutmeg, and allspice. It performed fine. It maybe didn't last as long as it had years ago, so it might just lose a little bits of its stamina. Usually if you put a spice with a citrus, it'll make the spice will kind of carry it a little bit longer because of that scent pyramid. But the citrus the problem with me is the citrus kind of gets diluted and smells like a diluted citrus, and I always dislike that part. For all citruses, I really don't. Is it citruses or citri? Citri does not sound right, but all citruses do that for me. But anyway, I'm making up my own words here today. I have Pink Haze. I love this one, and it performed really, really well here. Berries, nectarines, vanilla-laced whipped cream, and marshmallow fondant. It's like a billowy, dreamy, creamy, slightly fruity, slightly sweet concoction of love. I love it so much. I don't have it in my club, but I have a little stockpile, and I got to actually work through them because they're starting to discolor. All right, this one I have a little hate on for. Lots of lavender. There was lots of love for lots of lavender, but there wasn't a lot of scent. And I had 3 cubes here. Oh, excuse me. And I put it in one warmer. And no, I couldn't really smell it. I could smell it better at my old house in my bedroom there than I could smell it in this bedroom. So I don't know. I think I have 2 bars. I have one coming, one in my stash. And I think I'm going to remove it from my club because I can't justify spending that much money for something that is not consistent, and even though it smells beautiful, it's just not worth it for me. I have Lucky in Love. This one performs very long lasting for me. Great performer for me. It's mandarin, bergamot, orange, peaches, and berries. And yeah, this is really good. Oh, so good. I think I have 2.5 bars left, so I'm happy about that. I love that one. This one I don't really like very much. I have it warming in Erica's room today. It's Ambrosia. This one is very, very strong, and it's very, very long lasting. It's got a long scent description. I'm going to read it out. Fruit salad, consisting of tropical pineapple, mandarin orange slices, juicy pears, ripe Concord grapes with a hint of jam and fruit nectar. It's very tangy and fruit nectar-y. Very jammy. A little bit, there's something in it that's kind of like a high tone that I don't like. Yeah. I think it almost smells like there's a raspberry in here, which I normally like raspberry, but raspberry can lean like a floral with a high tone. So that is ambrosia, not a repurchase for me. And to wrap things up, don't forget, question of the month coming up. But to wrap things up, this one performed very, very well for me. I warmed this a little bit ahead for the wax melting challenge, I think. But it was pick a scent that has a label that's a different color than the wax. So the wax is like a yellow and the label is this pretty coral pink. The notes on this are tropical cocktail of mango, passion fruit, and papaya. And this is like a creamy tropical drink. I don't really get alcohol. It's like you're sitting by the pool early in the morning and you want a nice, healthy, but sweet and creamy drink. And you went and they gave you this and you enjoyed it. And it worked really well for me. So we have the question of the month. It is a 3-parter and you do not have to answer all 3 parts. But if you want to, go for it. All right. So we're moving from February into March, and that means a new catalog. So we're saying goodbye to fall, winter, and we're saying hello to spring, summer. So what I want to know from you is part 1, what warmer are you most excited for? And I did mention this in my live, and so I just want to see the comments all in one spot. Part 2 is what new release scent are you most excited for? If you've either smelled them or you're looking forward to smelling them from the scent description, what new release scent are you most excited for? And the third is tying into a little bit of a Scentsy heartbreak. What scent are you most upset about that did not return? What one makes you sad? You saw the lineup and you're like, oh, I wish that one came back. Whether it's in your club or not, I wish this one came back. So yeah, favorite new warmer, favorite new scent, and what scent is a little bit of a heartbreak for you that didn't return from last spring and summer or didn't carry through. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.